He was born weak, thrown out as a baby, left to die. But that baby didn't die. That baby became a man who would shake nations. His name, Benson Andrew Idahosa. Born in 1938 in Benin City, Nigeria, Benson came into the world in hardship. His father didn't want him. They said he was too sickly to live, but his mother saved him. She raised him with love and hard work. He grew up poor. He sold firewood. He worked to support his family. He didn't own a pair of shoes until he was 18. He dropped out of school. But God had his eyes on Benson. At 18, he gave his life to Jesus. From that day, everything changed. He became hungry for God. He started preaching in the streets, markets, and villages. Anywhere people would listen, he would preach. He preached boldly. He believed God could do anything, and God began to use him. One day, a child was brought to one of his meetings, dead. Benson prayed, and to the shock of everyone, the child came back to life. That was the first of many. Over the years, many people were raised from the dead through his prayers. The blind received sight. The crippled walked. Tumors disappeared. Demons screamed and left people's bodies. Benson Idahosa was not a quiet preacher. He shouted. He danced. He declared the word of God with fire. He would often say, "If your faith says yes, God will not say no." But it wasn't easy. Many people opposed him. Traditional leaders called him a troublemaker. Even some Christians said he was too bold, too loud, too dramatic. But he didn't stop. He kept preaching. He kept praying. He kept moving. He would hold crusades in open fields. No money, no equipment. But thousands would come. He would say, "This is your night of miracle." And miracles would happen. He was a man of prayer, a man of fasting, a man who spent hours alone with God. Sometimes he would pray all night, crying, shouting, weeping before God. He was also a giver. He gave to the poor. He built schools. He trained pastors. He sponsored missionaries. He started a church, Church of God Mission International, and it grew fast. Churches were planted across Nigeria and other nations. He believed that every Christian should do big things for God. He started preaching on radio and television. He was the first Nigerian preacher to buy TV time. People asked, "Why are you going on TV?" He answered, "Why should the devil have all the media?" He believed the gospel should be everywhere. He also believed in young people. He laid hands on and mentored many young men who are now generals in the faith. People like Bishop David Oyedepo, Pastor Chris Oyakilome, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, and many others. He told them, "If I can do it, you can do it too." Benson preached in over 140 countries. He preached to kings and presidents. He stood before great men, but he never stopped being humble. He was always ready to pray for the sick, to hug a child, or to help the poor. One time, during a civil war in Liberia, everyone told him not to go. But he said, "God sent me." He entered the war zone with boldness. Soldiers saw him and dropped their guns. He preached Jesus, and the war paused for the gospel. He faced hard times too. He lost a child. He was betrayed by people he helped. Sometimes he didn't have money. Sometimes he was rejected. But he kept going. He said, "A man of faith does not cry, he acts." He lived a life of consecration, totally surrendered to God. He refused to live for himself. He lived to please God. He lived to serve others. On March 12, 1998, after preaching a powerful sermon, Benson Idahosa went to be with the Lord. He died peacefully, no sickness, no struggle. He simply went home. He left behind a legacy that cannot be erased. Thousands of churches, millions of souls saved, a new generation of bold, fire-filled believers. He proved that one man, on fire for God, can change a nation. He proved that with faith all things are possible. Today we remember him as a father, as a revivalist, as a man who walked with God. His voice may be gone, but his roar still echoes. And now the question remains, will you believe like Idahosa? Will you pray like him? Will you rise and do what God has called you to do? Because God is still looking for men and women who will say yes.